everybody. This is an updated version of Why Was I Denied by Outschool? The last one, things have changed since then, so I wanted to give you some updated information. So, the application kind of has two parts there's a written part and then a video part. So, let's first talk about the written part of the application. So, it starts out with you saying your experience. So, you need to write any experience you have tutoring, camps, teaching, any of it with kids and especially with the classes that you are wanting to teach. Show why you would be a great teacher to teach those things and why you are like an authority figure for those, I guess. Why would you be able to teach people about it? And so make sure to be detailed. That's one thing I cannot stress enough is be detailed. Outschool wants to know these things because this is the only thing that they can view from you. They're not doing an in-person interview, so this is your chance to show them. So make sure you write out all your experience. Next, they're going to ask about your education. And so if you have a degree, write about that. Write about any awards you may have, any training you might have done. And they won't know everything that is available. So make sure to write in detail about, I got this training, it was for this, it was for that, so that they can understand fully about what you were able to do. Also, real quick, back into experience if you have sensitive subjects that you're going to talk about later, classes and things like that, make sure you explain why you are qualified to teach those things. Because that parents are going to look for that, and Outschool is going to look for that as well. So, just as a heads up on any of those sensitive subjects. Um, okay, so after the education, degrees, awards, things like that, it's going to ask for class ideas that you want to teach. Now, go into some detail about the different things that you want to do and give a range of different things. Like, I mean, you may have a niche, which is great. But if you do have some other passions, some other ideas, put them down. Just anything that you may think about teaching, put it down. Show them your variety, show them your skills, because sometimes some of the things that you may not think are going to be the ones that you're going to focus on may be the ones that take off. And so, really show that. I recommend searching on Outschool, seeing what classes they already have that are similar to your ideas, see how you can stand out. I have another video, I'll put it below, about lesson creation where there's a game where you can combine your interests, like someone liked yoga and storytelling, and they put it together and they have a yoga storytelling class. Maybe in my lesson creation video, I talk about photography and scientific reactions, and maybe you can try and take pictures of exactly when the reaction happens, when the volcano explodes, or when the color change occurs. So just finding different interests you have that might be combined into a new class idea. And so you can do that. You can look for a niche that you might be filling. Since they are getting a lot more teachers now, I think they're really looking for classes that they don't have. So try and think outside the box. Try and think of even like things that you've done as a kid, like friendship bracelets, or I mean, I know that those are on Outschool now, but I mean, like, try and think about things that you're like, oh, no one would want to learn that, but maybe they would. It's surprising what the kids really want to learn. Also, then they give an option to put in like a LinkedIn page or Facebook or a business page, and then they ask for a class description. Now they give a link, which I definitely recommend going and checking out. This link shows examples of one-time classes, flex class, or yeah, I think it does talk about flex classes, but don't do a flex class. If you want to know what those are, oh, I haven't made that video yet. Basically, just do the live classes. So one time ongoing or multi-day as your class description. And go into detail. It's like an abbreviated lesson plan. Really show like, are you going to be using slides, lecture, pictures? How are you involving the kids? How are you involving them through the online platform? So really go into the detail about your class description, kind of step by step. This is how I'd start. This is my objective. This is where I'd go. So really look at the examples they have, but also just make sure to check out those things. And then lastly is the demo video. So this is a change. So it needs to be 3 to 5 minutes, and this is take the best chunk of your class. So don't try and teach a whole class or else you're going to be rushing through. So just take the best part of your class and you're going to pretend to have a class with you and you're going to pretend to teach those things. Now, Be professional in your video. Look nice. Have a good background. Show your classroom. Have good lighting. I see a lot of people who have shadows on half their faces, doors in the background that people can walk through. You're showing them your classroom space. And so you really want to show that you're going to have a great place for it. Background sound, which, sorry if you're hearing my kids right now, I would not have that in my demo video. But also, don't have your dogs or kids running around because you wouldn't bring them to an interview. And that's what this is. This is your job interview with people from Outschool. Um, Make sure that you show your personality. I know sometimes we get nervous, but try and show your teaching personality, why you would be a great teacher for them. Have You don't have to have a headset, but earbuds, something that can really kind of help your sound be really good, is great. Um, and then you can have an intro, I guess, if you want to say your name, but pretty much everything you've already, like, that you would maybe introduce is in your written application. So really focus on your demo lesson and make it as good as you can. Also, this anyone who's coming from an ESL learning background, don't do TPR. Don't be over exaggerated. Don't talk too slowly because these kids all speak English. And Outschool, I mean, I guess if you're going to teach a ESL class, but once again, search the classes that they have available because there are some ESL classes. Um, I'm also going to put a link to the parent request, which also some parents don't look at what's available. They just request something that they want. So if you do see something and you're like, oh, I could totally teach that, search it on Outschool as well to make sure that there isn't that class yet. But yes, and also, last but not least, if you get denied, you can apply again. A lot of people, some take like three times to get hired, sometimes more. But just know that you can apply again. But they are being, I think, more strict as of late. Oh, my kids are playing a funny game. But if you can fill the need, if you can fill a niche, if you can show them what type of teacher you are, then you can come join in. Outschool is so fun and so amazing. I hope you can all get hired. A lot of parents are going to be booking for fall coming up, and so this is a great time to try and get in before that big rush. I know some parents are waiting on things because they're not quite sure exactly what's happening, but there are going to be a lot of homeschool people looking for classes and also just other people wanting to supplement. So come in. If you have any questions, you can write them below here. You can email me. I'd love to help anybody who wants to do this. But hopefully this answers and helps you out. You guys are amazing. Have a great day.